everyone, it's your girl Adiola back with another episode of Well, This Is Awkward, the show. And on today's episode, I am joined by the word play queen. Let me tell y'all how I found her. One day, I was just scrolling on my For You page and the algorithm, it decided to act right. And it showed me the dopest, the flyest, the coldest woman to ever enter a cypher, and she just started spitting. I mean, rocking that mic like nobody's business, and whoever was coming after her was shook. The way she was flowing, she reminded me of the icon Lauryn Hill. And at that moment, I knew I had to get her on the show. So please, give a warm welcome to Nezi.
I'm happy to be here. It's so humbling. Even that intro, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited.
Listen, I am so excited because every time I get the chance to showcase dope Black women on the show, count me in. Especially women in the industry who are bringing something new and have a message to say. I love your sound so much, and you have such an old school vibe to you that we truly need.
I do it for just you.
Look, so many people were sending me your stuff, so I knew I couldn't be selfish and keep the gem that is yourself to myself. So I am honored to have you as my guest on my series, The Making of a Playlist. So let's get into how this works. You have 5 songs, I have 5 songs. This playlist is tailored to you. The people who have inspired you, the music you grew up on, and the artists who have helped you become who you are today. We will talk about the music and also talk about yourself. I might even ask you to help me out with a few of my own bars. And then at the end, we will be blessed with a musical performance by none other than Nezi, which happens to be you. So, are you ready? Because you are the guest, I'm giving you the first go around. So what's the first song on your playlist?
This is actually very hard. It's not sitting right with me if I don't take it back. So I'm going to give Peter's Afro Juju. Growing up, that was my dad's favorite song that he would play. My mom still plays that song. It's a classic. So, and I'm Nigerian, of course, and that's always gonna be my home. And yeah, you got to start it off with that. Let them know the vibes right away.
We started straight out from the motherland. I love that because you can never go wrong with the motherland. So the song I have next is by someone that you remind me of. As I mentioned before, you are a dope lyricist that commands the stage. And the person you remind me of is Queen Latifah, and the song pick is Ladies First. The song to me is literal. Literally, ladies first. Everyone else sit down and let the woman handle what it is that we do. We are in a time where women have a lot to say, and we will very much so say it. And in that song, I feel like she's embodying that message. So ladies first, I'm a woman. Let's go. We need to come and put on a show. Oh, you see what I did there? Yeah, I rapped just a little bit. Let's take it back to your first song though, and how that song is a part of your roots. You spoke about your family roots in Nigeria and you're growing up in Dallas. How do those two places impact your sound?
I don't think I would do music if I wasn't Nigerian, to be honest with you. So growing up, I actually came to this country on a visa lottery. So my dad passed away when I was very young in Nigeria. And I just remember always growing up hearing drums, not even just Peter's, Kingsoni Ade, just the classics. And you hear the drums, you hear the commanding of the microphone, back then, especially, and now hearing that influence with Afro beats. I think growing up, I always just had a family that was very musically inclined. Mm-hmm. And to hear drums, to hear those beats, to hear those original, because all of that is mixed into music now. Even when I hear some hip hop, I'm like, those drums sound familiar. Our culture is so dance heavy and so music heavy. And so having that being a form of expression is, I think, what made me so comfortable growing up to be able to go into that avenue and always have that a part of my life.
I love that you carry your roots with you. I always feel like you can hear a difference in the people who make music and are grounded by their roots and their influences and culture growing up, instead of copying what is mainstream today. So let's get into your next song. What would that be?
Well, it wouldn't be true Nezi fashion if it didn't go completely left from where it just went. Now, this is not the first Fuji song I heard, but the reason why I'm picking this is because I would say this is the first verse that I heard that made me, I had already thought it a little bit, but made me truly realize that if I was gonna be anything in music, that I would want to be just like Lauryn Hill. And I still like the fact that she's the first, I get mad frustrated when I rhyme. Thinking of all the things that make me do this all the wrong reasons. Seasons change, mad things rearrange. Like the way she crafts her words, the vocabulary, the flow, everything. And I still listen to this song almost every day. So it's definitely gonna have to be How Many Mics by the Fugees. which they influenced me so much. You can easily hear it in my music. It's not a secret. So absolutely going there next.
I love Lauryn Hill. And like I mentioned before, your flow, the cadence, it reminds me of her. So that is super fitting. All right, so the next song I want to add is India Arie's Video. When I was thinking about the playlist, I was getting this very neo soul, 90s, Black Sheen feel from it. And that's exactly the vibe I get from India Arie's song. This song really just hits like, I'm not your average girl from your videos, and I'm not. And as long as I feel my best, I am the standard.
I actually love India Arie much. Even when she's like, depending on how the wind blows, I might even paint my toes.
Wait, did we just find out Nezi has vocals? Oh, she's multifaceted. She got it going on. So what's up next for you?
So I could go another Lauryn Hill song. I really could. Or I can stay on that vibe and do some Asha. I'm gonna say Asha Subway.
Absolutely adore that album. There's actually a song on that album that I love. It's called Fire on the Mountain. Asha makes music that reflects what's happening in the world, and the role her music plays is to be that hope for people, even when the world is in flames.
I remember when Self-Titled dropped. I was actually, it was my sister's wedding, and I was doing runs in Unilag. I don't know what I was really doing in Unilag because I didn't go to Unilag. But just hearing it everywhere, knowing what it did, I feel like Nigeria just stopped when Self-Titled. Her voice is so beautiful. It's so pure. It's so raw. And then even the way she pronounces words, she's a Yoruba girl, true. And you get to hear it and you're like, this is my culture. This is me. This is a Nigerian woman getting accolades and being praised. And not just, an older, we talk about legends and what we grew up on our parents' music, but hearing someone almost a soul singer, getting praised overseas and is a young Nigerian soul singer. I love her so much. Even now, even everything who she is, her essence, the way I see her interact with people, it just makes me so happy. So yeah, definitely Subway. And I just love the song. I love sappy songs. So yeah. I want people, and as we go through more and more songs, and I put more people in, it'll kind of explain it, but I want women specifically, I want them to understand that you don't have to look a particular way, and you don't have to be anyone other than yourself in order to prosper. That sometimes skill, hard work, and talent is enough. And it sounds weird to say that, like, how can you make someone feel that from music? But my songs aren't necessarily about that. It's more so of the courage to speak, the courage to get on the microphone. And then also likewise with like men, I want them to listen and be like, we can hang in there too. I'm not gonna rap about just all the stereotypical things that you expect a woman like me to rap about. I want you to hear skill. I want you to hear wordplay. I want you to understand that I don't have to play by the rules. I'm valid and I'm here, and everyone else who looks like me or feels kind of out of that mode or like an outsider just like me can do it too. Like, we're here and we can all do it.
The next song I want to add to the playlist is Erykah Badu and The Roots, You Got Me. The reason I picked the song is because one, I felt like it fit in. Two, sometimes you just want someone to get you. Like, who's gonna get me? Who's gonna get me? And when you get me, please let me know, because I've been waiting. I've been waiting a very long time. Time is ticking.
I love when Eve comes in and it's another lonely night. It seems like I'm on the side. You only loving your mind. I know you got to keep it. I love that song.
Everyone needs some sort of support, someone to get them. And this song, it just speaks to me. So that was my song. What's up next for you?
So I have to give it to, so it's going to be Missy. I'm debating on which Missy, because kind of what I said earlier about wanting to be that. Missy was that for me. When I think of Missy and I think of how I rap and having the courage to rap and knowing that it can be done, creativity can win, Missy Elliott all the way. And so I think I'm gonna go with She's a Bitch.
I love that because Missy, like you said, when I was growing up, I would see Missy owning her style and her creativity, and even if it was different from what women in the industry was supposed to look like, she owned her individual style. One day, I just want a Missy Elliott introduction. I don't know what for, maybe the intro song or something, but Missy, if you ever see this, let's work. Let's collab. I'll hit you up. Don't worry. I'll come to you and you can just, work with me and we can get the intro. Yeah. Right.
That Hype Williams video, and then the way that song comes is like, like a semi. I like the way she plays with words. Like, I love her so much. She's such a huge influence to me. And her as a woman, her as somebody who's spiritual, that she's always giving grace to God. You never see Missy in any beef. Like, she's always uplifted other Black women. So her as a womanist and how she displays and showed me like sisterhood can exist with everyone. There's space for everyone, and she constantly wrote songs for people and championed other women. She got to be on a playlist. So that's my girl.
You mentioned Missy and Lauren and their wordplay, and you also yourself have the wordplay gift. How did you get to that point? What helped you accomplish that?
This is gonna sound so strange, but I just read a lot. Always really good at like writing. So I used to write poetry a lot as well, like a lot. That was my thing growing up, was poetry, and just always being lost in a book. So I think when you know a lot of words, when you have an expanded vocabulary, and you also have trouble pronouncing certain words, because that was always me growing up, I would say things. You know how to play with the sounds and words. You're very knowledgeable about like homonyms and like it just different styles of rhyming. Like, believe it or not, paying attention in English class is the best thing ever, because you learn about so many different rhyme schemes, so many different types of rhymes, and just having fun. Honestly, like whenever I write, I think about, I'm like, what is the most clever way for me to say this? And I write it down on a sheet of paper. Then I look at the word and I'm like, what vowels are in here? How are these vowels paired in? And it sounds like a long process, but it's not. It's like, it works in my mind, just like, boom, no, I'm gonna rhyme this with this. I'm gonna bring this rhyme back here. I'm gonna say this, which it really means this. And then my mom will tell everyone I have a smart mouth. So somehow that smart mouth is working for me. I told her that there was a reason.
So if I could ask you, what is one of your favorite verses that you've ever written, and could you just give us a little taste of it?
I'll tell you my favorite lines. So I have two favorite lines when I wrote it. I was like, ooh. So one of them actually have wordplay queen in it. It's wordplay queen, you ain't in my act yet. You just pulling white girls, you can only Macbeth. And I love that line because it's a triple entendre. And for people watching, just hear it and rewind it. The other one is, rappers nowadays got that Peter Pan flow, never land a punchline, they need a hand flow. And that's another triple entendre, and I love it too. And I didn't even really appreciate those until later on, as I was like, I was in my bag when I wrote that line.
So I'm nothing like you. I was a lunch table rapper back in my day, but since I have Nezi on the show, I wanted to see if I could just rap something for you. You could give me some pointers. Can we do that? And don't hurt my feelings, because I'm sensitive. Again, I'm not a rapper. Disclaimer, again, I am not a rapper. My friend and one of the music producers of the show, Khalil Jamar, gave me this beat, and here's what I made. All right, y'all. You know it's your girl, Addie, about to rap for Nezi. Oh, all right, started. All right, let's get to the actual rap, though. My name is Addie Yola, but I'm not much of a rapper. But Nezi's on the show, so I gotta impress her. She's the wordplay queen, lyrical machine. When she's on the mic, she always does her thing. Me, on the other hand, I'm just the host. But hopefully y'all know me, though, coast to coast. But if you don't, go follow my page. Like and comment too, just engage. But I'm not gonna rap for any much longer because I'm not gonna get canceled before the episode's over. So my final words are, support Black queens, cause we got what you want and we got what you need. Oh, yeah, that's how you do it. Over on Wells After the Show. Yeah, we out. All right, Nezi, I'm gonna leave it to you. How do you think I did?
I just want to give you an A+. I even wrote it on mine. It was the presence for me. It was the wordplay queen, lyrical machine, and everything. You know what I'm saying? It was the like and subscribe for me. It was the energy. It was really just the you for me. You know what I'm saying? And
Thank Thank you. That means a lot. It really means a lot. So back to the playlist. The next person I wanted to add is Yasmin Lacey. I saw her on an episode of Colors, and she reminds me a lot of Asha. She has such a soothing voice, and the song I picked was On Your Own. She comes right out the gate saying, bad things will happen in our lives, but we must keep a high vibration. Don't let the grind get you down, even when that ish will try it. Bad days are inevitable. People are gonna try you, trust me. People try me a lot, but you gotta keep moving. You gotta keep going. So that's why I wanted to add her to the playlist.
I've actually never heard of that, so I'm gonna have to check it out. I love getting put on to new people. Absolutely.
See, we are on the last song. Nezi, what's good?
I really want another song after this, but this one is gonna have to go with another one of my just huge inspirations and he specifically inspires me because of his story and the movement that he created and his aggression. Because, I'm a Black woman and we're often told we're too aggressive. So to hear someone get on the track every day and give you a little bit of, so it's gonna have to be Slippin' by DMX because it's just such a vulnerable song. And sometimes I feel that. Like I feel like I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. But you gotta get up, and I love that song. I listen to that song on the mornings where I'm feeling like my lowest, and I'm like, you have to get up, you have to go. So I'm gonna give it to my man X with that one.
It's funny you mentioned getting up and getting active because the last song I would like to add is by my favorite duo ever, Outkast. And the song I chose is Get Up, Get Out. Sometimes time just be passing by and you be laying down in bed and thinking about all the things you could have done while you were not doing anything. So that's why Get Up and Get Out is my favorite song because you need to get active. Get out there, do something. So you said you have a final song you want to add, so what would that be?
We're gonna end it on my end with, it has to be all my inspos here. The rap mother of them all. I'm Mama, Miss Savannah, usually rock the Prada, sometimes Gabbana, sticky for your cream and your riches. Jazz Good Boy, Demi Moore, Prince Diana, and all them rich. Ooh, No Time by Lil' Kim, the Queen Bee. It would not be right because all of us, she is the blueprint. Fashion-wise, iconic-wise, icon, lyrics, cadence, confidence, swag, everything about her. So gotta have that on there. Absolutely.
This playlist would definitely not be complete without Lil' Kim. Definitely a pioneer for the woman in the rap game. So Nezi, the people want to know, what can the people expect from you coming soon?
I am dropping an EP. It has been a while since I dropped a full body of work in a minute. So it's a little teaser, a little taste, and it's actually called The Pound. It describes kind of like the feeling that I feel as well as the feeling that a lot of my peers, because I'm also close with a lot of Dallas artists here, that we're basically, it's an allegory to dogs at a pound and wanting to get out and wanting to fight their way out and waiting to show every opportunity they can as to why they should be the one that's picked, and just kind of like how day in, day out, it's just a chance for survival and trying to make it to the top. So I'm actually really excited. And I look forward to sharing that with everyone because it's been a while, and I think people have this expectation of me, especially people who haven't heard my music before, about it being one way. So I'm really excited to show them my versatility and what I have to say.
Well, Nezi, it was an honor to have you on the show and create this bomb playlist for the listeners. But don't go anywhere because now we have a sneak peek at Nezi's new project, The Pound, after this.
Thank you for having me. And like I said, like such a humbling experience. And I'm even just flattered that you would even think to ask me to come on here. But any Black woman out here that is hustling and doing her thing and creating another avenue for Black women, I am a fan of. So I truly appreciate you. And thank you so much as well.
Y'all already know this an introduction. If you didn't know, now you know. Motherfucker, flow fat like blubber. They snooze, I bruise, make them burn like rubber. Money long like Nia, look what we got here. Big black bitch with the black brassiere. All bangs like Sia, with a chandelier. I'm the apple of your eye, no hoes the Pia. In the Jeep, all yellow. Black Cinderella. Green Jimmy shoes, bitch. Who got the shoe on the ball shit? Floor shit, luxury rap. Bitches take a look at me and say, I love to be that. Now, baby, could you tell me what is this I see? Every nigga wanna fuck a bitch like me, no teasing. Ball all season. Bitches like me, cause I don't give reasons. Catch me in the all red Versace in the see-through lace. You just heard that I was hot, then bitch, you late.
Damn, how you got it like that? How you spend a couple G's and then flip the stack? How you cop another all white lap?
Cause I stay on free, some extra cheese.
Yeah, how you keep it in focus? How you spittin' like you really be the coldest? How you make a nigga notice?
Cause I stay on gold, baby, now you know. They say, Nez pretty, Nez honey. Y'all chase dick hole, I chase money. Out rap the label, other bras ain't able. Saying that they right, that's a fable. Smoking on that yaya, got them going gaga. Everybody's main bitch, you should ask your father. I am only dangerous if you in my motherfucking way. Scary ass hoes got the most to say. Make moves, probably why the people pursue. Lyrics smooth, loving how to play in suits. Pay your dues, dada, I can turn you to a star. Let you give me brain in the black Jaguar.
Damn, how you got it like that? How you spend a couple G's and then flip the stack? How you cop another all white lap?
Cause I stay on free, some extra cheese.
Yeah, how you keep it in focus? How you spittin' like you really be the coldest? How you make a nigga notice?
Cause I stay on gold, baby, now you know. My shit ride like the homie that ain't got no whip. How you steppin' out in labels still ain't got no drip? All these niggas nowadays love to disrespect a shit. Cause she saw they was a sucker and expected a lick. If you a trick, get to trickin'. How you in the club and ain't buying what I'm sippin'? Y'all niggas trippin'. Don't parry on till the lights come on. Yeah, I see you pretty nigga, get your light skin on. I like a nigga that be spending more than average. Probably cause he see that I'm a bad bitch. And don't believe when you hear all these motherfuckers rap. Cause money cash hoes is they favorite cat.
Damn, how you got it like that? How you spend a couple G's and then flip the stack? How you cop another all white lap?
Cause I stay on free, some extra cheese.
Yeah, how you keep it in focus? How you spittin' like you really be the coldest? How you make a nigga notice?
Cause I stay on gold, baby, now you know.
Damn, how you got it like that? How you spend a couple G's and then flip the stack? How you cop another all white lap?
Cause I stay on free, some extra cheese.
Yeah, how you keep it in focus? How you spittin' like you really be the coldest? How you make a nigga notice?
Cause I stay on gold, baby, now you know.